Hey, what's going on, folks? It's Brian back with BG Model Workshop. We are back from vacation. We spent a good amount of time on the East Coast. We toured around Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, beautiful states, all awesome states. And everybody had a very distinct driving style in between each state. It was quite the eye-opening experience, I must say. So it's very, very different than what we're used to here in Arizona. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that we're getting in on the Saturday Night Lights short track group build that's being hosted by our good friend Mike and also Jason. And of course, we wrote to Mike and asked him if this is okay, if this kit's going to be okay to do. And he was like, absolutely. So we're very excited about that. And then we're going to use this kit here. That's right, the Kurtis Midget. I've built one of these once before. We did that for Ron Stewart for the appreciation group build that was hosted by Mr. Jeff Ciancanelli over at his channel. That was a little while ago. So I built that kit for Ron. It turned out really, really well. I loved it. I was looking for another one to do, and I found this one at NNL East of all places last year. So this one does have a nice fine layer of dust on it, so it needs some attention. But this is actually a very, it's kind of a simplistic kit, but it's also very fun, and you can do a couple things with it that can make it even a little more funner. So so let's take a look at what we got inside the box here. Right, okay, Revell's Kurtis Midget Racer. Let's take a look and say, oh, by the way, let's take a quick peek at the panel side here, because man, that's beautiful, right? I love that black with the gold and the red piping, the red pinstriping. The engine detail on this is it's pretty decent, and also it's supposed to come with a photo etch fret for the steering wheel and instrument panel, and I think that's the race harness there. But it comes with trailer and a couple different types of tow bars with hitch. I want to do a tow vehicle also. I'm not 100% sure what we'll choose for the tow vehicle, but it's really cool that they have a couple of options in the kit so that you can, you don't have to chop up something too much in order to get this guy to fit. Now you'll notice that there's some blue paint on all this stuff, or actually some blue Sharpie on there. And that's because this is a new to me kit. It was open when I bought it. So I went through and I marked off every single bit on the trees to make sure that I had everything intact. And if I recall correctly, everything was intact. I usually print out a second version of the instructions, or photocopy a second version of instructions, so I can write all over those and make notes. And if there's any problems, I'll write them on the original instructions to watch out for, so that later on when I go to build the kit, I'm not I'm not kind of side blinded by that. Blindsided, that's the word. Thank you for shouting at the screen. I appreciate that. There's the hood. Not getting a good contrast on there so we can show the louvering that's on there. So white styrene. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. Hey, that's the whole theme of this channel. It's a little better. So there we go. There's the trailer, all one piece. We just add on the wheels and tires and axles. And there you go. So there's that guy. I think the trailer should be painted in some sort of scheme that's going to match the race car. I think that's a really cool idea. Got a couple of different grill openings here for the racer, depending on which way we want to go with that. So that's cool. Got some hubcaps for the trailer also, and then all these really awesome little Nerf bars. These are very delicate, and I think the chroming process might actually make them a little bit on the brittle side. That's my opinion. I don't know if that's scientifically proven, but that's just kind of what I found when I was working on the last one. So I ended up having to strip the chrome off of a lot of the parts because I needed to glue them back together because they got broken, just taking them off the tree. This time around, I'm not sure if we're going to strip the chrome or if we're going to leave it. We'll see how that goes. Here's the body. There it is. There it is. That's it. That looks like a helmet with the from the Planet of the Apes with the chin straps undone. If you recognize that reference, then you're older than I am. But here's our engine. Look at that. The engine has the transmission and shifter already molded on there. That's kind of fun. Radiator, side panels. Yep. It's going to be a fun little dude. Oh, here we go. Here's the noses. So we got two different noses here. I got a narrow nose and I got a wider nose. Now I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it says something in the instructions, but I'm not 100% sure which would be the correct one we want to use. I would imagine that with my limited applied knowledge of race cars, that if you're on a shorter track, you would want something with a larger air intake because you're not having that much air going over the car. It makes, it makes sense on some level. On a faster track, that would probably something like that. Or it could just be a design choice because different manufacturers or what have you. Decals. So here is the number 8 with the gold piping or the red stripe. Oh man, I think I'm going to have to go with this because this is just so striking on the box art. The gloss black is just really cool because some contingency decals down here, which we don't have to use them all. We can save some of those for the parts box. And Precision Engineering, number 27. Here's the other version. And then, of course, instrument decals. Ooh, we all know that. I like instrument decals. Tires. Let's see here. So I was like, oh, cool. They got a staggered set of tires in here. No, these are the trailer tires. Okay, cool. Here's the race car tires. Yeah, these are dinky little boys. Dinky little guys. And here's our windscreen. Our itty-bitty little windscreen. And then this is interesting. I think somebody had started this already because it looks like they sprayed this tree, which is okay. I don't mind. We can totally do what we need to with that. Maybe you can strip it. I don't know. Right now, it's a good start. So there we go. And a bunch of miscellaneous trees here. What else we got? Oh, the underside. Yeah. Let's take a look at that. Here's the photo etch. Metal pins for the front wheels, if I remember correctly. The photo etch tree, pretty straightforward. There we go. Yep. Looks like it's got a different deal going on here. Like maybe you know what? I think the steering wheel one was pilfered out of that. I think that's the deal there. If I remember the guy, when I bought it from the guy, he said that he had pilfered the steering wheel support out of that. So that's neither here nor there. But here's the belly pan. Everything builds up off of this, just like modern race cars. It's kind of cool. That I have to look up. I don't know what that piece that is. You got some exhaust pipage. Looks like we're going to have exhaust going down both sides of the car. Maybe it's I don't know. Is this this is an itty bitty little V8. Okay, cool. So here's the heads. The last one I did was actually an inline 4, and that thing was really cool. But this one's got the little V8 in it, so that's awesome. We like flatheads. We like flatheads. And then suspension pieces here. I'm not gonna yeah, where did they go? Oh, this piece. Duh. Here we go. I haven't had enough coffee today. Yeah, there we go. So there's the rear axle tube, and then the front suspension cross member leaf spring, and then the actual chassis itself. That's it. That's everybody. I could squirt some glue on the table and build this right now, but I won't because we want to do a good job with it. All right, so there we go. Y'all take it easy. We'll catch you in the next video. We're going to be doing a podcast here a little bit later today, so we're going to get ready for that. And we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye now.